Hello everybody, Sergeant Soldier here and we're back with How to Rust, and today we are looking at a circle house design or a circle tower design, and apparently they made a change so that pillars are no longer able to be placed on triangle foundations or floors. Now that's good because it prevents people from griefing others by putting a pillar where you can't open a door or walk through a room. That's fine, but a lot of people had questions about how that's going to affect the stability working the way up, especially in designs like this one where it's basically just a giant circle. Surprisingly, if you go into the inside here, well, I guess not surprisingly, but when you throw up a bunch of floors up here where there are no square foundations or square floors attached to it other than just the one side, the stability takes a pretty big hit, 20%. Ooh, a lot more on that one, 28%. But for some reason, when you go over to the outer layer where a triangle floor is sandwiched by two square floors, it actually doesn't get the same amount of stability loss. So instead of being 80%, it's still 100%. Going up one higher, 97%. Putting these up here in the center, 76%. So I really don't know how that's working. It could be that these triangle floors, because it has a square on two sides, it's borrowing the stability from these squares due to the pillar. I really don't know, and we haven't heard anything from FacePunch as to how this is exactly happening. So that's only my guess, because if you look, where's the door? Where's the door? Come on. If you look in here, these ones only have a square on one side and have triangles on the other sides, and we have the stability loss. Another thing that I wanted to show you is it's been out in a lot of different Reddit posts, pillars on squares. So if you have a square down and you look up, and I forgot to put a pillar, 76%, right? Pretty big drop. Apparently you could put a pillar down and it'll automatically immediately upgrade the stability calculation so it is what it should be with the pillar. Before, a lot of bases were having that problem and they had to deconstruct a lot in order to get the calculations to take hold. It seems FacePunch fixed that, which is really, really cool because stability is now as it should be when it needs to be. However, the problem with having these pillars on these squares is you can no longer place stairs down. Now, if you look at this, that should really be able to place there. I mean, get rid of that. If you have a stair there, the pillar doesn't seem to be interjecting with the path that the player needs to walk. And not only that, I mean, you know, we know, I mean, let me try to fly up a little bit. Oh, no, too far. Here we go. We know the depth of the stair landing. That's more than enough to walk around. So hopefully this is a fix that they overlooked and they said, oh man, we could definitely fix that. Because it really needs to happen, because you shouldn't have to choose between either A, having stairs in your base to get to the top, or pillars, or B, only using ladders to get up your base, because as of right now, that's really the only option, is using ladders if you want to maintain 100% stability for these square floors and whatnot. So anyway, I thought I'd do that really quick video because I know a lot of people have a lot of questions about the new stability, the new floors, the new pillars, and all that stuff. And I want to try to answer it as best I could before the update, because you know, people are going to start building their bases and realize that they can't do this or they can't do that. So anyway, as I was saying, if you're going to build one of these spiral towers or these circle towers, my suggestion is to just leave this entire center shaft completely empty. If you watched some of the gameplay videos where I did on the Rusticity server on my Smurf account, the large cylindrical base that they had, the large circle tower, had a very huge center shaft that was completely empty. That's the best way to get it to work. Now, the only problem though is they used floors like this for landings. When you go up like 3 floors, you have a landing with doors. You know, you're gonna have a problem where stability is gonna be an issue, but you know, if your tower isn't 15 stories high, it should still be okay. I guess the only way to find out is actually building it and seeing what happens. So, if you have any questions about stability, the pillars, floors, stairs, and whatnot, please feel free to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next How to Rust video. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching How to Rust, a series for new players to the game of Rust.
If you have any ideas for future episodes that could be useful to new players, please feel free to leave a comment in the comments section of this video.